We've had a huge week of updates from HighLevel for loan officers that are using HighLevel to grow their business. Stay tuned. All of them are coming up in this week's weekly breakdown right now. All right, guys, first up this week, we've got a lot of updates to Conversation AI. If you don't know what Conversation AI is, it is your built-in chatbot functionality inside your HighLevel account. Now, disclaimer here, we've done a little bit of work with the Conversation AI bot. We haven't done a lot of stuff with chatbots in general. The chatbot work that we have done is more specifically geared towards converting mortgage leads into an appointment. And we have used CloseBot predominantly in order to do that. That's where we've gotten the furthest. And it's not something that we're advertising yet or anything, but it is something that we've gotten pretty far. We feel really good about what we're doing, and we're using CloseBot to do it with. So that's our disclosure here, is that we're not actually using the Conversation AI. Now, I don't necessarily think that means that other people shouldn't. I think it just means that our use case is very specific. It's probably similar to a lot of your guys' use case. So if you're using, if you're converting internet leads, just mortgage leads, again, CloseBot is what we're using. But as far as general chat support, either via live chat on your website or text message inquiries or anything like that, I do think that there's a lot of power here. And so I want to highlight a couple of those things. Some of the new stuff that it talked about predominantly this week. The biggest thing that it talked about is the ability to edit your indexing, the information that you train the bot with, right? So not only, so if you look here, right, I put help.gohighlevel.com, it scrubbed that entire path. So all of these, different obscure pages and whatnot, it says that it's trained. Now I have the ability to come in here and make edits manually in here if I want to. So if there's anything that I want to do, anything that I want to adjust in what I'm having it scrape, I can come in here and actually manually make those edits. That was not available before. And now we also have the ability to refresh or say, hey, go scrape this again. Which again, that wasn't available either. So cool functionality here, cool updates as far as the ability to interact with the data that you're training on. The next thing, the next couple updates that I have are also related to the AI bot. We have a new action. It says it's in beta. It's the appointment booking conversion conversation AI bot. So I'm in workflows at this point, right? And basically I just went into actions to show you guys what this looks like. So this is what the appointment booking conversation AI bot action looks like. This is not, again, this is new. This was not an action before. Before you just had the bot, and if you have the bot configured to take appointments, then you could have it take appointments. But it was pretty clunky. So in here, you can actually define which calendar you want to book on, what the personality is, all of this stuff right here. So yeah, cool functionality here using the appointment booking, the conversation AI bot specifically for appointment booking. Again, if you've used this before, then you know that you have had this conversation AI action, okay, where you can do some advanced bot configuration, ask a specific question or whatever. You can do that, but now you have the ability to tell it specifically, hey, just book an appointment here. Okay, so appointment booking conversation AI bot. So cool, we're feeling good about that. The next update that we have in here is also a part of this same conversation, right? The conversation AI, the chat bot. And we have the ability now to pick live chat as a channel. So whereas before we had SMS, Facebook, and Instagram, this new one is that we now have the ability to specify live chat as a channel. So now you can have a fully conversational AI bot that's manning via live chat, or more importantly, you can that was available before, but what you couldn't do is you couldn't selectively choose which bot to jump in based on different information about the contact, right? Because you didn't have any way of working with that inside of workflows, whereas now you have the ability to specify, hey, I want you to respond live chat, which means we can now create different branches with different responses coming from the live chat channel. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you probably haven't done anything with the Conversation AI bot yet. Again, this is my plug to say, dude, check it out. We definitely will be doing more and more with it. Like I said, right now we're using CloseBot a lot for a very specific use case, but this is definitely more powerful than CloseBot in other ways. So check it out. All right, next up, we now have the ability to create QR codes right inside of our account. So we actually had clients previously that used a custom menu item and like a free QR code membership and whatnot. You no longer need to do that. You can come in here, you can create a QR code, link it to a website, link it to your review page, however you want to do this. You can customize the color and shape of that, right? So if I come in here, say, boom, next, I can add my link here. I did check, you can actually change this link after you've created this. So if I come in, again, I'm gonna do this so that I can show you what we can come and do in here. So shape and form, you've got some options, right? As far as what I wanna do that. What's the center of the markers? Do I wanna put a logo in the middle of it, right? Do I wanna put us, whatever it is, right? Got a lot of options in here. So page background, all this stuff to be able to create basically little QR code tags essentially. So this is really cool. Like I said, you can edit the QR codes after you've made them. So you can edit the URL, which is also really cool. So you can change that down the road. I haven't tested this out, but again, just the fact that it lets me edit that URL with the QR code generator, typically that means, if I come in here and now I say mortgage marketing, if you're watching the QR code on the right-hand side, it's not changing at all, no matter what I type in here. That's my sign that this is gonna work the way I intend. But if you see otherwise, let me know. QR codes fresh in your account, check them out. All right, next up, we've got a brand new refreshed UI for the social planner. This is much welcomed, or what, I don't know what I was trying to say. Much needed, it's welcomed a lot. We're excited about it, however you wanna say that. If you come in here, you now have the ability to toggle between calendar and list view super easily. Before, you had to open the planner to be able to see this calendar view. Now this is just one and the same. You just toggle between them like this. You can create the filters up here. If you go into content, you now have some cool menu items in here that allow you to really adjust, check on your stuff, right? So CSV, for those of you guys that are hiring a social media planning company, a lot of the times they're gonna use CSVs. You can help them format them correctly so that you can just upload those directly in here, and your social planner will take care of the rest. Really cool. Same thing, scheduling reoccurring posts, scheduling regular posting of your reviews, all of this stuff managed from one easy tab in this content section. So if you haven't used Social Planner in the last few days, you're in for a surprise, you're in for a treat. Head in there, check out the new UI, much smoother. All right, lastly, a plug for a labs feature. This is really cool. As a matter of fact, we have a client that is gonna welcome this. This is one of her biggest pet peeves about the HighLevel system, is that it doesn't save your messages as drafts when you navigate away from the page. Well, guess what? Now it does. You do have to go in, you have to go to labs. Remember, we've talked about labs for the last few weeks. We talk about labs all the time. You do have to go into labs and enable this feature, unlike everything else that I talked about today. Everything else that I talked about was not a labs feature, but this one is. So in order to enable saving draft messages, you have to go into labs, turn on that feature, and then let her rip. Check it out. Again, what should happen is your messages that you type in the conversation box should save whether you navigate away from the page or not. That was silly. They should save when you navigate away from the page. So let me know if it doesn't work as intended. Again, this is exactly what it's supposed to do. We're really excited about it. We've got clients that are gonna be excited about it. So like I said, let us know. All right, guys, that is it for this week's weekly breakdown. A lot of AI this week, which is interesting because, like I said, with some of the AI stuff that we're working on, that's been a theme in our business. And so now HighLevel's working heavily on it after not doing a lot with it for the last couple of months. So we're really excited about that. AI. Check it out. Check out those features. Stay tuned for next week's weekly breakdown. But until then, thanks for watching. See you at the top.